tell you, please don't take it too serious because I was diagnosed with schizophrenia in 2006, and one of the symptoms of schizophrenia is that you think you're God, you think you're the president of the United States, you think you're a prophet and such, but you can rely on um I got hit by a car when I was 8 years old, but before that, when I was three, Jesus came to me in my mind and told me that I'm God, and that me and Lucifer had an agreement for me to send myself to earth before in the end of days before the second coming of Jesus. Then I got hit by a car when I was eight. Then while I was unconscious, I was outer space in the spirit in a white robe in a dark room by the moon. Like I was in like a space shuttle type of thing in a white robe in a dark room. And God told me in the spirit of God told me, Roger, you were never going to be harmed since the beginning. And when I woke up in the hospital bed, God said, Roger, I have a mission for you. Then in 2015, Jesus showed me a dream. It was a war, me and Lucifer going to war in heaven. And Jesus told me I was God. I'll illustrate the picture for you guys of the dream. Like the devil was trying to throw like some fireball at me. Then I threw like a ice ball at him and I put him in prison. That's how the dream was. I'll draw it for you guys. And I said God taught me how I started drawing when I was 5. And in 2016 Jesus came to me in a dream and told me I'm his father. And yeah, so if I'm God, I'm just going to give every man that goes to heaven, I'm going to create for him as many women as he asks me that he wants. If he says, Roger, or give me 1,000,000 women, I'll create 1,000,000 women for him. And I'm going to make every man up there a new Solomon. But you're not going to be married. It's just going to be like men having sex with like millions of girlfriends without a marriage. And they're not going to share their women up there. And I created Jesus just to be the king and just to receive pleasure from all the women that I'm going to create for him after his second coming. So he's still a virgin in heaven now. And I've got a lot of women planned that I'm going to create for him. So I'm going to have Jesus as a Solomon. Jesus is going to have the most women in heaven as girlfriends, and that's going to give him pleasure and serve him as their master. And, pleasure in every way that God created the woman for the man to do. And God is going to have the most women. But once you get to heaven, if you're a man, you choose heaven, he's going to create as many women. You ask him for 1,000,000,000, he'll create you 1,000,000,000 women to please you and that satisfy you in every way that you want to, as your heavenly Father, Jehovah, to show you how much he loves you. So I created Jesus just to be king and just to receive pleasure from all the women that I'm going to create for him and to satisfy him as a man by any means necessary, just to show him I love him as his father, Jehovah. And yes, Jesus is my favorite son for eternity. Bye guys, love you all. Peace, his Rabbi.